Hi everyone, my name is Marilyn and I'm one of the student ambassadors for the USC Chan Division of Occupational Science and Occupational Therapy. I wanted to come on here and kind of share with you all a visual representation of the different things that I've been doing to make sure that I stay productive within my classroom setting, given that now it's via the Zoom platform. So some of the things that I've been doing is just making sure that I'm modifying my environment and making sure that whether I'm in the dining room table or in the couch, that I have snacks handy and water that keep me kind of fueled and energized as I'm going through each one of my classes. I also make sure to take stretch breaks in the middle of class when we have our 5 to 10 minute breaks, given that, sometimes it's really easy to doze off or have an interest on kind of like going on YouTube and watching a particular video or responding to emails. So kind of adjusting my screen settings and setting timelines of like what can I be doing during a specific amount of time? Like how can I maximize this, 1 hour by either responding to work emails or working on an assignment has been really helpful. Also, having a pen and paper handy to write down all the things that I need to do by the end of the day or for the following day has been helpful. Sometimes, professors talk about deadlines or upcoming assignments that are due, and if I don't write them down, I found that I begin to forget those particular deadlines. So I'm not sure if it has to do with obviously the changes with it being online instruction or not having my peers or my friends from class kind of send me out reminders about things that are coming up. So making sure that I'm holding myself accountable now to those particular deadlines without having that input from my peers and from the professor has been super helpful. And also I kind of wanted to share the importance that I've experienced with having a mental check-in. And the things that I've been doing to have these mental check-ins with myself is reminding myself that I need to take everything day by day. And as much as I want to be productive and want to maximize my time and want to make sure that I'm kind of knocking out multiple assignments throughout the week, that hasn't been my reality just because of the adjustments that I've been experiencing and the various transitions that I've been experiencing personally, professionally, and even as a student. So telling myself, all right, Marilyn, just take it day by day, whatever you can get done today, prioritize the deadlines that are due within the next 24 hours, and then reset and refocus for tomorrow has been something that's been helpful for me. And also kind of thinking about adjusting my expectations and knowing that, given that I was supposed to be graduating this May and having commencement, I'm not too sure yet how that's going to look like, whether it's going to be via, an online platform or if it's gonna, I really don't know how that's gonna look like yet. So making sure that, I'm aware and also grieving how things may look differently for me, but also having this positive mindset of I'll be able to have that moment when the time comes and I can't really be so fixated on what was gonna happen. Rather, I can only focus on what's happening right now and making sure that I'm still kind of remaining encouraged and uplifted, given that it is going to be a moment of celebration, and I look forward to when that day does come. And then also patience, which is an area that I'm continually working on, making sure that I'm patient with myself as I'm adapting with these transitions, and kind of also reaching out to my professors and making sure when they ask, hey, if you want to schedule a meeting with me, please don't hesitate to reach out, making sure that I'm also recognizing the support systems that I have in place. And sometimes as a student it's hard to say, hey, I need help or I'm going through something, but making sure that I'm tapping on my professor's shoulders and receiving their support has been really helpful. Reaching out to loved ones in this time, and whether that means sending my brother a text message every single day, or contacting my parents over the phone before I have a next class, or even speaking to my husband about kind of what are the things that I'm going through has been helpful. And then take a deep breath. Yeah, like now, taking a deep breath in the midst of all these transitions has kind of kept me sane through the hiccups of my Zoom call being dropped or my Wi-Fi being glitchy or not having submitted an assignment when I thought there was a different deadline to it has been helpful. And if there's anything that I could be doing as a student ambassador to support students who are in the process of starting their master's program this upcoming year, or if you're a first-year student or second-year student, or just a student in general who needs support, please feel free to comment down below, send me an email at theambassadors@chan.usc.edu, and let's see how we can support each other to get through this season together. Fight on.
So this is usually how my setup looks like. I have a notepad handy in case I need to write any to-do list items or upcoming deadlines for assignments. For classes, I usually have tea in the morning, but in the afternoon, I love to have my coffee. I have 3 colored pens, red, black, and blue. Red usually is for deadlines that are upcoming this week. Black are just some assignments or notes about class that I need to remind myself of. And blue is anything work related that comes up through emails, through my ambassador role, or just with the development of establishing a co-TED chapter here at USC. I usually have 2 highlighters prepped up as well. Love to have chapstick handy just because I think that sensory of the mint helps me kind of stay focused in class. Have AirPods in case my surrounding area and my environment gets too loud, either because there's gardeners or trash cans coming. There's also construction being done here. My laptop with my charger, a pear as a nice healthy snacks, and Cheez-Its to keep the munchies coming. And then my therapy ed book as a reminder that I do need to start studying for my board exams sooner than later. So this is how my setup usually looks like. So now it's time for some afternoon pick-me-up with some coffee.